Welcome back. Take a look at Jonathan Huberdeau and the unfortunate difference in production from 2 years ago to this previous season. You'll see it was quite the drop-off that nobody really expected, and certainly not Huberdeau himself. So he is motivated and hopefully recharged and refreshed, ready to go and have a bounce-back year. He recently was at an event and caught up with the media to share his thoughts on the offseason and the season to come.
Summer's been great. I mean, a long summer. But it's good. I mean, good to be with some friends and family, and working hard. Obviously, getting ready for the season, and some fun time playing golf. Yeah. But would have loved to take your money today, but maybe another day. I want to redeem myself, this year after the year I had last year. I think I want to show myself and people that I still got it and got the confidence. That was really a lot of mental. I mean, this summer, get my confidence back. That gets easier, and I feel good right now. It's almost August, and yeah, I'm ready to go for September. Yeah, it's nice to know where you're going and feel more comfortable. Yeah. So, I got a house in Calgary. I feel good. Love the city, and I'm just excited to get on the ice with the guys and kind of feel better environment. So it's gonna be. I know we're gonna have fun, and that's what it's all about. And we're gonna push each other, and we're gonna be good. So it's a big start, but just to get going and be more confident, it's gonna be huge. Yeah, great conversation with Craig and Ryan. I mean, two great people. I just feel their energy. I mean, they're really positive, and they want to win now, and that's what I like. And it's it's about us, the player, to do the job on the ice, but I think they're gonna give us every opportunity to succeed. And from the talk I had with them this summer, I'm really excited. I think this summer was bring back my confidence, but I feel like more motivated, like you said, to go back and be more myself and be a leader in the room. I think I just turned 30, which I don't like, but
milestone.
Yeah, but I think I can be a leader in this team, and that's what I want to do this year.
All right, good to check in with some of the players as they, try to enjoy their offseason, but we saw that he's still in the gym pretty much every day. I'm sure he was like you, never really turned it off. He's working hard, again, motivated to come back and have a really good season after a disappointing one this past season. What do you think the expectation should be for not only Huberdeau, but this Flames team as a whole that has a new bench boss, has a couple of new pieces? What do you expect?
This is going to be difficult, I think, in a lot of different ways, but obviously not impossible. They have a lot of really good pieces there, but there's been a lot of stuff surrounding this team in terms of who's going to re-sign, what are the contract situations. And I know one thing, Jonathan Huberdeau is better than what he was last year. I played with him in Florida. He's a magician with the puck. He will find some chemistry. He will have a bounce-back year. He will be better. If they get more from their goaltending, if the new coach comes in and Ryan Huska comes in and makes some changes that benefits the club as well, this team has a lot of really, really good pieces. And I think Jonathan Huberdeau, who was signed and was committed a long time for a lot of dollars in Calgary, needs to bounce back in a big way and hold up his end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm. Would you agree that they really need to focus on just finding a new identity? Because I think with Tkachuk's departure and, even now Toffoli was a big part of that group. It's his departure. So they're kind of in this weird limbo right now. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's weird. There's a lot of change, Conroy has his work cut out for him. It's a lot of change. There's a new GM. There's a new head coach. And you need to fill in these pieces because no one's going to feel sorry for you. They're going to come after you with everything they have.
That's a lot of coming up UFAs.
That's a daunting task. But you know what cures all this is winning. And getting off to a good start, running a great camp. Ryan Huska, you run a great camp, a hard camp, and get these guys ready to go for day one, game one. You have a good October. Things get a little easier. You can start making decisions and based on what's best for your team, short and long term, and you're piling up wins. So the fans are on your side. A lot of things, it could go off the rails quickly if they don't come out to a good start.
Yeah, that's true. And it is hard to even remember that it was very recent that they were the #1 seed in the Western Conference just a couple years ago. And then even 2 years ago, they were in that crazy Battle of Alberta with the Oilers in that series, and they had a great series win against the Stars before that. So this is a team that very recently, and a fan base more importantly, that is expecting playoff performances. But it does feel like a transitional time for Calgary, especially in that division when you have, we talked about the Kings getting better. We talked talked about Vegas Golden Knights, defending Cup champs, are in that division. So they've got their work cut out for them.
They do, but I also think they have more in terms of in them as players.
Yeah.
That they already have there. Jacob Markstrom's going to have a better year, I think. He was the top 3 goalie in the league the year before last.
That's right,
So
yeah.
I think a number of different things, because it's such a hard league. If you have a different mindset going in, a number of these things can change really, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Huberdeau and Markstrom really going to bounce back. They'll put some wins together, and hopefully they're entertaining to watch. They have a number of bodies that can really make a big difference. They have some depth scoring. They got, I think, effective players like the Blake Colemans and Dubés and Mangiapanis. I think they have the recipe.
Yeah. In your experience playing, when you had a new head coach, was the change immediate, especially the start of season, right? Like, he's going to have the full season. Sutter's gone. All of that came with that is done. In your experience, was it pretty immediate that things changed, or was it kind of a feeling out process of the new coach and everybody else?
It took a while, I remember, but it was an odd time. Like in New York, we had Torts for 4 years, and then AV came in, Alain Vigneault came in, and we had like a 2-week road trip to start the year. We weren't at home. It was a really difficult camp, and we're implementing a new system on the road. It was tough. Training camp's really important.
Yeah.
But to credit Alain Vigneault, he stuck with us throughout the whole. We were about 500 halfway through the season. He sat us all down. He went over everything all over again, the D zone, our structure, what he wanted from us. And we went to the Stanley Cup final that year. So it takes time. Training camp's very, very important. So as long as they get off, they start, they hit the ground running right away from training camp, and he really implements his system, they're going to have a good chance of kind of changing it. And I think guys will be a little bit looser.
Yeah.
It's tough to play for a demanding coach for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's not working, you have a tendency to just be spinning your wheels. So we'll see.
Okay, one last piece of the Flames for you, Elias Lindholm. He's not sure.
Yeah.
No one's sure if he's going to be long-term solution in Calgary or not. Like, how important do you think this season is going to be in order for him to make his claim that he's going to be a guy that they can rely on in a building piece going forward?
Well, he's such a dynamic player, and he's a number 1 center. Like they're not easy to find.
Sure.
And they're not easy to replace either. Like, look at Boston now. They're trying to replace the big hole they lost with losing number 37.
Right.
That's a big one. I don't think one guy signing is predicated on another guy signing or not signing. I think, but if you want your number 1 center locked up, and you start again in October on time and start winning some games, you have a better chance of bringing them back.
All right, well, now July is done. August starts tomorrow. We're getting closer to seeing what this Calgary Flames team will look like under Ryan Huska.